Welcome back, friends. It's Zach, and it's a beautiful Saturday morning out here in northern New Mexico. We got bluebird skies, and I'm hoping to get into a whole bunch of good garage sales, yard sales, and I think there's several estate sales. I didn't make it to any estate sales yesterday, so definitely want to try to get to one if I can today. All in all, yesterday wasn't a great day out garage selling, but Fridays can be very hit and miss where I live, and Saturdays are always just going to be better. So as always, follow along. I'll share with you all the weird and funky stuff I find to flip online. Hopefully there's something you can learn, and hopefully we'll make some deals. Right, so next garage sale I'm at is actually a good friend of mine. This lady is a sweetheart. She's a manager at my local Walmart, but she's always out thrifting just for her grandkids, for herself. Seen her the other day. She told me she was thinking about having a garage sale. Sure enough, I seen an address, kind of wondered if it was her. Drove up the block, seen her car parked to the side of her house. She sold me some boots last year, some Fat Baby Ariats, and made some money off of them. She's just a great lady. She's gonna mob up, see what I can't find.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Well, I'll be darned. Look who had a garage sale.
There's crap running out my ear.
Well, you're like me. You're always out shopping, so you always got something, huh? How much? What you want on these?
I'll take three.
$3.
For $1, please, ma'am.
You got 10 on these. Would you do 7 on them?
Yeah.
Okay, you're too good to me. Why are you so good to me? Is it because we go way back?
I've had those for a long time, and I tried to sell them.
All right, so my good friend Kathy here, who I've known for years, actually met her at Walmart, like I said earlier, is just a great individual. She's cracking me some deals. She also likes to get a deal, and I just wanted to tell her thanks for always being such a great friend and always being sweet to my kids when she sees them in the store. So thanks again. Kathy's just hooking me up with all kinds of stuff. She's throwing some denim deals my way. She's gonna let me have these Brooks for just $3. They're in good condition, and can't pass on good Brooks for a cheap price. Well, really nice to catch up with my good friend Kathy. I see her all the time out thrifting, and like I said, she's cracked me some deals in the past. She did have several pair of silver jeans, but she wanted a little bit more for them, and the silver jeans just haven't been moving as well for me lately. Probably could have got a better deal on all the stuff I bought from her, but she still already gave me a deal, and because we're friends, I just didn't want to haggle her right down to the ground. Us resellers got to look out for each other, and for that reason, I'm happy. Thanks again, Kathy, for letting me film some content with you. I am right down the road. I'm gonna race up and just see what this gal has. She just put up a sign. Not sure if there's a whole lot here, but it's always worth checking. Morning. Very good. How are you? Good to hear. A little bit of a hard time filming at that last stop, but here is the haul. Got me a Levi's hooded jacket. Only paid $6 for this. They wanted 10, and then didn't really crack me any deals on the Pendleton weighted blanket. Did get it for 20. Was trying to get it for 15, but I did pick this up, and it's brand new. It's a Conair fabric steamer. Been needing one of these for a long time. I passed on some used ones, but this one's brand new. It's a good brand, so couldn't pass on it. Found some Carhartt double knees for just $1. All right, Burton snowboard boots for $5. Here's the haul. $1 for these Carhartt double knee insulated pants. I picked up this Demon snowboard tool just for $1, but never been used. And then I can't pass on Burton snowboard boots. These are a little bit haggard, but they just need a little wipe down. And I probably can get $40, $50 for these maybe. So a little bit dirty, but for $5, I'll put them in the winter death pile. And yeah, just now this Pelican 1450 gun case caught my eyes. I was strolling out of this last stop, went back in and just asked them. They were making some great deals. They said $1. Can't pass on that. Definitely needs wiped down, but for a bone, I'll take it. Well, I had some real reservations about going to that last stop simply because it was way off the beaten path, but it was one I caught on Facebook Marketplace, and the advertisement looked like they had a lot of stuff. Sounded like they were just desperate to move some items and get rid of it as part of a liquidation sale. Anytime you see sales like that, you should probably make the effort to go to them, even if they're a little further out, because you can get some deals. And so to get some Carhartt double knee pants for $1 that are insulated is a smoking deal. Only drawback is they are a size 40 in the waist, but they'll still sell come winter. They may just not sell as fast. The other thing I came across was the Pelican gun case for $1. That's a smoking deal. And then, like I said, Burton snowboard boots. I just can't pass on Burton. Their outerwear, their boots, they just kill. And I hate to clean boots, but I also hate to pass on money. And so for that reason, to spend that kind of cash and walk away with some really good items, that's just ideal. This is the reason I love garage selling. So if you're not garage selling, as I always preach, get out there.
Oh, this one's going to be.
How much you want on these?
Those ones, I'm just gonna do maybe $8.
How about on the Hey Dudes, the gray ones?
The gray ones, I'm trying to do 15.
15. Don't blame you. Okay. Well, you gotta get your change. I gotta keep it, right? What? I gotta keep it.
So how much do you think how much would you be getting back?
I think about like $42.
42.
Zach,
Would you take 6 on these?
Yeah, I'll do 6.
Okay.
can you help them both right there?
One of the local high school soccer teams is doing a little car wash, yard sale, bake sale, and sometimes those can be money. I've done good at sports fundraiser sales in the past. A lot of times the prices are pretty reasonable, so it's always good to support your local youth athletics. I was once an athlete, and it kept me out of trouble and kept me on the straight and narrow, so I'm gonna stop by here and see what these people have. Glad I made the stop. I picked up both these pair of Fast House motocross pants for $5 a piece. Great smoking deal. These have pretty good sell-through rate, and they sell for about $40 a pair. I didn't see too much else there. As promised, they just wanted me to make an offer. First lady had said 15. I made an offer at 10, $5 a piece. Super happy with that. That is a great pickup. Motocross pants have done well for me. That's a brand I wasn't familiar with, so I did have to comp it. But when I looked it up, I think there was 28 pairs available and 22 pairs sold. And so just doing the math in my head, that was good enough. And then when I looked at the average sell price, most of them were in the low 40s. So yeah, got to get down the road. I didn't find anything there, but I did find some neighbors. Hadn't talked to them in a while. It was great to catch up with them and visit with them. I grew up with their son. He was active duty Marine Corps for a lot of years. I shared with them that my oldest son is now in the Marine Corps, and they were super proud of him. So just great to run into your people. I got to get down the road. I'm not doing too bad on time. It's only 9:10. I got a truckload full of stuff, but I do need to make a stop at one of the post offices, whether it's my local post office or one down the road. But unfortunately, it's Saturday, and so those don't open till about 10 o'clock. And it always puts a little bit of a wrench in my Saturdays, because I got to remember that the window of the post office is only open for 2 hours on Saturday. So I don't want to be too far away from getting my packages sent off, because I purchased my labels through eBay. These labels are already indicating that the item has been shipped. So I definitely got to follow through with my fulfillment of the order and get it in the mailbox. So yeah, I always got to be doing something as a business owner. Some gas, got some coffee. I'm right outside of this little small home, and this is an elderly couple I bought from in the past. The lady, the husband, they're just sweet as could be. Last summer, I think I bought some Doc Martens, some Columbia fishing shirts from them. I bought something earlier this summer at another garage sale they had maybe a month and a half ago. Let's see if we can get something. I'll be darned. I'm doing good, ma'am. How are you? How come you're in such a tizzy?
I thought we had everything ready, but last minute stuff weren't marked.
Oh no.
My stuff because I don't like to repeat prices.
Yeah.
And sometimes you price something for maybe 50 cents. And then you forget. And so the person who bought it says, oh, I want 50 cents.
I understand completely.
Where are you from?
I live in Flora Vista, but I went to school in Aztec. But I've been here before. You guys have sold me some stuff last year at a garage sale, and I think just about a month and a half ago you sold me some stuff.
Oh, yes.
You guys are always good to me.
Yes.
These shoes here were not marked, ma'am. How much do you want for them?
Which ones are those? My husband makes sure he only wears the best.
Yeah, I think I bought the same brand from him last summer.
This is Dr. Martin's. Probably I would you go 15 or I'll sell it for 20.
I'd do 10 on them.
12?
Let me look up the model, okay? Because I flip
Okay.
them online and it might be worth 12. Let me look them up. I appreciate you making a deal, though.
Go ahead.
All right, this sweet little lady's gonna give me these fly papers just for a couple bucks. She did have 5 on them. Still on the fence about these Doc Martin Kurtz. She wants 12 on them. They're worth about 40 bucks. I might just lift them. They sold me some Doc Martens last summer for 5 bucks. Paid up on the Doc Martens, but I'm not gonna feel too bad about it. Doc sell for me. I bought this little Southwest design pillow for $1 from her. And again, the jeans for 2 bucks. And then I got these little tables for a couple dollars just to put some plants on inside my house. Morning, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Not too bad, thank you.
Supposed to get hot today, huh?
It's gonna get there on us. But we could be in Phoenix and that'd be a lot worse, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're heading up that way next week.
Oh, that'll be nice. Lots to do down that way.
$1. How much for that faucet? That faucet. What? $1. Sure. Sure. The whole set, they want $50 for the whole set. That's a good car here.
Another strikeout. That's just how it is. Late morning. Things seem to be kind of cooling down. You know, like 4 in a row. Haven't found anything. This last one did have some really nice stadium chairs that fold up. You can use like at a baseball game or track meet. They just want a little too much, and I only would use those a couple times a year for my kids' track meet, maybe my daughter's gymnastic meets, but how much you guys want on the Osprey? Yeah, it looks super new. Well, ended up passing on the Osprey backpack. She wanted 60 bucks. I thought about countering to $40, but I'm glad I looked it up. I thought that it was a men's backpack, but it was just a women's, and it was only 36 liters. I would want something a little bit bigger for my own personal use. And I love Osprey. I have a bunch of their bags, and I do pick them for very cheap. But at that price, even to flip it, they only sell for about 80 bucks. And so couldn't use it for my own needs because it's a women's size, and then the price she wanted was pretty high, and even if I could get it for 40, I'd only double my profit. So hate to walk on good quality products like Osprey, but I tend to like to just keep a lot of those for myself, and I'm gonna just move on down the road now. Didn't find anything at the last stop, but as I was walking up and kind of carousing around the stuff for sale, I heard my name called out, and as I looked back, I thought it was just somebody that might know me, but a really beautiful lady just let me know that she watches me online. I did ask her if she wanted to be a part of this video, and she declined, and that's perfectly all right. That tends to be the answer I get, and I know a lot of people are just a little bit shy, totally understandable, but she did share with me that she found a Pendleton jacket for $1 today, and I let her know that I found a Pendleton weighted blanket, and anytime I find Pendleton, I usually keep it for myself unless it's super old, super vintage. So just wanted to tell her thank you for letting me know that she watches. Anytime I have somebody do that, which has only been a handful of times, it is humbling. It makes me feel like all my effort is worth it. So just feels good to know that maybe I'm saying something that counts towards something for somebody else and making their life easier. All right, so I'm right outside of my local flea market, and it is popping today. As it has become late morning, the garage sale scene where I mainly troll in the big city near my home has slowed down. And so a good way to hit a lot of different sellers is to hit flea markets. But what I have found through years of being a kid that grew up in the flea market, because my dad is a flea and he sells and knows a lot of people at this flea market, is that flea market people tend to know what the value of a lot of things are a little bit better than your average person hosting a garage sale. But don't be afraid to barter with them. Don't be afraid to offer a price that's 50 to 60% less and go up from there, maybe even more if you feel like it's right in your craw of emotions. But I'm gonna go ahead and race through here, see if I can't find anything. I want to make it quick because it's still late morning and there's still the opportunity to find some things in some of the smaller outlying cities. So that's the game plan. Let's do it. Seen a whole lot today, but seeing some friends, and that works. All right, here's my good friend. Owns a thrift store in Aztec, OG reseller, and now he's on film. What are you doing, brother? You're on YouTube, my man. Say what's going on. This is my good friend Seth Tanner. He's been super helpful with my reselling game. He's been doing this a lot longer than me. And how's your sales going today, my friend?
Oh, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, the vendors bought a lot of stuff from me this morning.
Heck yeah, dude. Awesome to hear, man. I did pretty good today this morning. I'm gonna make my way to Aztec and hit that loop.
Oh,
But yeah, I got some good
yard
deals.
sales?
Not a bad day. Better than yesterday, but you know how it is. Fridays are kind of hit and miss. Saturdays tend to be a lot better. But I hadn't been to the flea market in a couple weeks, dude, so I figured I should stop by and just see. But I forgot you were selling, dude, again out here, so glad to catch up with you. So
Oh yeah, I'll be doing this all summer.
yeah, good for you, man. Just another avenue to make money.
Oh, yeah, for
Keep
sure.
Kim at the store and let her keep you in line, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome, brother. I'll catch you next time then, man. All right, this is one of my old bosses, so I'm gonna sneak up on her.
Hey. Hey.
You wanna be famous?
Yeah.
All right, this is my old boss, Jackie. Love her to death. One of the few people from my old medical job that I actually miss. And she's out here at the flea market. What are you doing? Are you selling or just visiting?
Selling.
Awesome. So just wanted to share with you a tremendous human being. And I keep running into him, and that's a great thing.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you know it. I love you too, lady. I miss you.
Okay.
All right, I got this Ariat crew neck FR long sleeve for $3 out here. Probably the only thing I'll probably buy today, but. All right, well, flea market wasn't great. Kind of figured at least I grabbed this Ariat FR shirt. These things sell quick for me. Generally, I can sell a good condition one for around $22 to $25. Plus side of today, stopping at the flea market, as I ran into, again, one of my favorite people in the world, and that was my old boss, Jackie. Just a saint of a human being. Been a hospice nurse for a lot of years. And if you know anybody that works in the medical field, but especially people that do end-stage care, end-of-life, hospice, just give them a pat on the back. That's hard work. I did it for a lot of years. And honestly, it burnt me out, and I'm really glad that I sell junk for a living now. So gonna go ahead, I'm gonna race down the road. I did burn up quite a bit of time visiting with her, and also visited with another good friend who's a reseller, but need to go ahead and see if I can't jump back on the scene. I'm gonna race into my old hometown, which is a much smaller community, see if I can't get into a few garage sales out that way, and hope for the best. If you've made it this far, please reach out there and hit that like button. Here at my local post office, need to fulfill some orders. Almost forgot. Glad I made a U-turn hard. I'm hopeful I find something here, because this was definitely an outlier garage sale. Had to drive almost 4 miles off the beaten path out into a rural farm area. Does look like they got a lot of stuff, but let's keep our fingers crossed. Hello.
Getting lunch ready.
No problem. Sorry to interrupt.
You're fine.
Hey, puppy, what you doing?
She's very friendly, so.
A little Aussie Shepherd
Yeah.
and a healer. I love cattle dogs. My kids have 4 Aussie Shepherds at their mom's house.
Wow.
Yeah, they're good dogs.
This one's a little cowboy corgi.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah. I thought it looked a little low rider. Those are cool. Little short dog. One of my first dogs was a corgi mixed with a beagle. It was the sweetest dog. Wasn't as hyper as a beagle usually is either,
Oh, good.
but definitely a good dog. So, you having a lot of visitors today?
Usually come and grow.
Yeah.
Either dry or,
Yeah. Feast or famine, right? Well, I'll get out of your hair pretty quick here so you can get back to making lunch.
have any questions, let us know.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Well, sometimes we hit home runs and sometimes we strike out, and that was definitely a strikeout. Lots of stuff, just nothing worthy of a grab. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and race back into the big city where I typically spend most of my time doing garage sales. I need to be very careful because my phone's almost dead, and like a fool, I forgot to bring my car charger. But yeah, hoping to still get into buying a few things. I certainly could use the numbers.
It's a large.
How much you want for it, man?
I'll take a couple of bucks.
I'll give you a couple bucks for that. All right, glad to get into something. And because I have a past medical background doing physical therapy, I know a lot of medical equipment when it comes to braces, orthotics. And so CTI is a great knee brace company. These braces can be very expensive. I bought one last year at a garage sale for $5 and sold it for almost $200. But it was carbon fiber. It was in the bag. It had all the extra parts. And I did notice when I was leaving that the is missing the top strap here. So not a huge deal. I only paid $2 for it. Somebody might come along and pay up on this. Have to do a little bit of research and figure out what I can sell it for, because it's not going to sell for a premium, but it is still a great brand. So glad to find something. It's been a few hours since I bought anything. All right, my phone battery's down to like 9%, so I'm going to try to make this quick. Hopefully I'll still get a little bit more footage and find a few things to share with you. It's definitely slowed down. How much are you going on your denim? Okay. Okay, that sounds good.
That's my grandma.
What you want on the Coach wallet?
5?
$5?
Yeah.
Would you take 4 on it?
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate it. So glad to get a pair of Ariat jeans for $3. The Coach wallet, I probably should have offered her $3. It's hard to tell if it was a legit Coach wallet or not, but that's okay. I am gonna go ahead and shut it down for the day because my phone is at 4% and I don't think I'm gonna make it much further. So as always, if you like this video, please reach out there, hit like, make a comment, or subscribe. If you've seen me pass by something that was worth some money, it was a bolo, maybe it was a home run, and I'm completely clueless and just passed it, please let me know in the comments. I love to learn more, and there's a wealth of knowledge that could be shared amongst us. So for that reason, I'm grateful for all y'all that tune in and watch me on a weekly basis. I will end it at that, and we'll see you next time.